Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Saturday, I'm gonna go with November 18th, 2023. I don't know, it could be wrong. But I haven't done videos for a while. I've got like 15 trucks stacked up that I need to video, and I don't have a clue what is in that lot of 15 trucks. I haven't stopped, I haven't looked. It's gonna be a complete surprise. And so I just have been so busy delivering trucks. I haven't had the opportunity to video them. And I have a boatload, literally a boatload of trucks coming in. So I will be videoing those post haste. This video is for Odellis in Connecticut. And yes, I have lost my gimbal. It's somewhere in a truck, but the truck is white, so that should help. So this is a 1998 Subaru Sambar 4x4, 5-speed with extra low first gear, air conditioning, and it has 17,297 miles. And you might say, oh, a unicorn. If you say that, you would be wrong, and it kills me because this is such a nice truck, except for this. That is an absolute just horrible dent. And Odellis in Connecticut, man, I'm telling you, I normally would never want to sell something like this long distance because we have this 100% successful track record, and nobody has ever, nobody's ever said, oh, that's not what I had in mind. So I'm a little sketchy about selling this long distance because, you know, when you sell something like this sight unseen, it exponentially increases the chances of the customer being unhappy. So I'm gonna like go overboard in showing this dent, and I mean, that's it, and that's as bad as it gets. Now I did go through also and show you, this is the door gasket, and you can see that there is no bend there. The bend occurs obviously here, and here's a little bent in, and here you can see it separated there also, but it is not it's not detached at the weather stripping. So the weather stripping is in here. So, and this turns on and off, you know, that's fine. But anyway, so that is the bad news. Sorry about the wind. It's a very windy pre-winter day. It's warm-ish. There's absolutely no rust on the front of this truck. In fact, there aren't even any dings on the front of this truck. I might be able to say this truck is ding-free were it not for the giant, awful dent on this side. But, so that looks good. Coming down the door pillar, looking very nice. No dings, really, on this door until you get down there. I have a slight ding, infinitesimally small. You almost can't even see it. All right, so yes, that's my sense of humor. It's as good as it gets. These are nice tires. These are Winter Max. This is an ice and snow tire, very similar to the Bridgestone Blizzak, and it does do an exceptional job in the ice and the snow. It has a special polymer in the rubber compound that grips the ice and snow better. It's not just soft rubber. This bedside has one ding, very, very small right there. A little bit smaller than this ding. The bed looks phenomenal. So it looks very nice. No rust. In fact, it's not even, the ribs are not damaged. Let's look at the engine cover. Ah, very nice. The engine cover does not have any rust. Sorry about the wind. Let's get under here and look at the bottom of the bed. There is a shot of the bottom of the front of the bed. Here's the next section back. Another good looking tire. Okay, now the tailgate does have several dings along here. Very small dings, but quite a few dings. And then one decent ding right there. This bedside panel appears to have 1, 2, 3, 4 dings. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you can make them out or not. Another nice tire. And here's the bottom of the bed. No battery cover. Now for the passenger door. The rear of the cab actually looks very nice. Just a few minimal scratches is all. Roof looks good. Coming down the door post, looking good. And very straight door. Actually, the whole door appears to be straight. Actually, it's not. We have a ding right there. Pretty hard to see. I think you can maybe see it now. And then one here. You can see a little ding right there. And here is the underside of the wheel housing on the passenger side of the truck. Another nice wheel and tire. Now, inside of the passenger door. Okay, so this is a sign that the owner did their best, but really did not hit the mark. That is basically them saying, oh, this is loose. But there is a much better remedy for that problem. And I will fix it. I mean, it actually repairs the problem and doesn't put a Band-Aid over it. That, I would say, is a Band-Aid. Looking really good. Beautiful. Okay, now let's look under here. Ooh, like new. Darn it. All right. Well, you're gonna have to get that snapped later. I don't want to keep messing with it in my video. You know, the emergency brake was not on. All right, there is a toolkit back there in your jack. This is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. These are screw holes for a box that is not in there. All right, now let's look at the driver's side. Sorry again for this wind. Very nice. Now, look at that brake pedal. Look how pretty that is. That is probably one of the most telling things about the actual, that's nice, about the actual condition of the truck, is how pretty that brake pedal and that clutch pedal is. How very minor pulling right there, but not really a separation yet or a tear. All right, the air does work. I did check it and it works nicely. Starts right up. It's still cold. We haven't really heated it up yet, but we will take care of that momentarily as we take it for our road test. Okay, so this is gimbal-less videography. You know, I kind of like my gimbal, and I've looked everywhere for it, high and low, and I have not found it anywhere. But okay, so now the purpose of this test drive, guys, is to basically just see how it does, getting it up to full speed. And then this is down a nice steep hill, so I can get it up to 100 kilometers per hour, no problem, which is 62.1 miles per hour. And then I'm gonna turn around and come back up the hill. Isn't that pretty? Then I'm gonna come back up the hill. Man, that's nice. Somebody actually used those implements about 150 years ago. You know, isn't that amazing? So then we'll turn around and come back up the hill and see how it does. And that's a good test of its power. And so Mayberry mini trucks did get the law passed making mini trucks street legal. We introduced it to the North Carolina House and Senate. They signed and they passed it, and Governor Cooper signed it into law. Oh, I'm sitting here yapping and forgot to give it gas. Oh dear. All right, so 80 kilometers per hour. Oh, that was 50 miles per hour. It feels really good. I can't, this is not gonna, I can't go around this curve too fast, but 80 feels great. There you go. It feels absolutely phenomenal. So, let's see if we can, let's go a little further this time. I almost never go out here just because it's further than I need to go, but I didn't really get it up to speed because I was yapping about, I was bragging about our accomplishment. It's really quite just a surprise that we were able to navigate the legislature and get it made street legal. And you know, that was a kind of a surprise, but we did it, and we're very happy about that. So you will get a title with your truck, a clear North Carolina title. And we have serviced it with full synthetic oil, 5W30. And we also changed the air filter, the oil filter, checked the front differential fluid, the rear differential fluid, the transfer case fluid, the transmission fluid, the antifreeze level, and the brake fluid. We checked the battery. If the battery was bad, we replaced it, which I don't know if we did or not in this truck, but if it was bad, we replaced it. And then we test drove it to see if it operates correctly at normal operating temperature, if it runs well. And then we check, make sure that it charges, make sure, you know, that the four-wheel drive works, which it does. And so this little thing is doing great. It just drives phenomenally. And we're going up a very steep hill. Now we're gonna put it to the test. we're gonna go around this turn going 33 kilometers per hour, and we are in, look at that, guys. Do you know what gear that is? That is 5th gear. And you know, that's crazy because we're going up a steep hill in 5th gear, but look, we're accelerating. That is nothing short of a miracle. I mean, that is incredible. And you know, we're not flying up the hill, you know, doing 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds, but that right there does. That's a supercharged Mustang. But we're accelerating, and that is a good sign. That's an indication that this truck does have good power. And so that concludes our test drive. It concludes our walk around. And you know, this thing has a huge dent. Huge. I think, what was the word that I used in the video a couple weeks ago? I was totally surprised. I mean, I remember I was looking at the truck. I'm like, okay, the front has no dings. It's beautiful. And the door is a disaster. I said it's a disaster. So I really want to drive that point home to Odellis in Connecticut, because if there's any question in your mind about that dent, don't buy the truck. I know that sounds crazy, and I'm not saying it's a bad truck, but it has that huge dent. And if you're like, well, I don't know, maybe it's not so big, it's huge. And if you're on the fence about that, then I wouldn't buy the truck, because, you know, I don't want you to be disappointed. But if you're well aware that this is a big dent, then, and you're okay with that, then no problem. But there it is again. Caveat emptor. What is that? Latin? It must be Latin. Buyer beware. So buyer beware is the perfect term for this set of circumstances. It's a transference of liability. It's a form of, it's a legal term that transfers the liability to the potential buyer. And it says, buyer beware, you have been notified. So enough. I don't want to belabor it and beat a dead horse, but I do want to do my due diligence. And so there you go. The truck is beautiful, except for that. It runs just phenomenally. The air actually works, and the interior is beautiful. The truck is nice, except for that dent. So Odellis, if you want to buy the truck, let us know. Our telephone number is 336-777-9957. Our email address is sales@mayberryminitrucks.com, and our website is mayberryminitrucks.com. Would you please subscribe to our channel? I do appreciate all of our subscribers. It does help us with our search analytics. We're almost to 4,000 subscribers. So help us get over the 4,000 subscriber mark. And then I'll be asking you to help us get over the 5,000 subscriber mark. That'll really be monumental. 5,000 subscribers. And not that we're all that, I mean, you know, it's not like Mr. Beast, but I think he's got like 5 billion subscribers. All right, guys, I'm starting to go down a rabbit trail. I'm going to stop right now. Thank you for watching our video.